Hello everyone. Great morning, good afternoon. In case you joined the class in the afternoon, great morning, good afternoon. How are you doing today? Hope you had a lovely weekend. All right, I'm fine too. I'm doing well. All right, you're welcome to your basic science class. Okay, you're welcome to your basic science class. We've been talking about water, sources of water. All right. Water contamination. That was our last class. We talked about what water contamination is. When harmful substances or products are being introduced into the water body, the water is said to be contaminated. All right. So we found that the effects of water contamination, it could cause a whole lot of things. Rashes in the body. It could cause, when somebody takes in water that is contaminated, it might cause stomach pain. All right. It would cause some kind of sickness like typhoid. It could cause airborne diseases. Airborne diseases, we said that airborne diseases are diseases that can be gotten from water. Sorry, I'm talking about airborne diseases. They are the ones that can be gotten from the air. We can breathe it in and out, all right? So, waterborne diseases are those that we can get from water, all right? Like typhoid, like dysentery. All of these things are effects of contaminated water. So let us now find out other things that can contaminate our water. All right, we'll get to know other things that can contaminate our water. All right, water contaminants are substances that contaminate water and make it unsafe for drinking or useful for other purposes. When we looked at the purpose the uses of water to man, to animals and to plants, there's so many things we use water to do. But when this water is contaminated, it is unsafe for whatever thing a person to needs it for. It is unsafe for plants, it is unsafe for animals. All right. So water contaminants are those substances that contaminate our water and make it unsafe for drinking and useful for other purposes. They include our sewage, waste from the body, like our feces, our urine. These are water contaminants. Sand, dust, waste oil spillage, from the industries, smoke. All of these things can contaminate water and make it unsafe for drinking. Chemicals, fertilizers, refuses. You see people take their refuge and go dump into the river or any kind of water body, into the stream or the river or the sea. It is wrong. These are things that would make our water unsafe for us to use. Sewage. I told us then people that pack physics from the latrine or from our latrine, they take it and go put it inside the river. And you guys are like, ew, it is actually very bad. All right. So it is bad because it would contaminate the water and make it unsafe for any purpose, whether for human purpose, for plants, or for animals. All right. So let's mention these water contaminants again: the sewage, feces, urine, sand, dust, waste oil, chemicals, refuses, and smoke. Please include smoke in your notes. Make sure to write your notes. jot down your questions. You could ask on this platform or you could bring it to class tomorrow. So we'll talk about it. All right. Ways of preventing water contamination. There's so many ways of preventing water contamination. Number one is use clean cup to drink water. Yes. Some people just go to the dining, pick any cup, whether it's dusty, whether it's filled of jam, full of jam, whether it's there is oil stain around it. We don't care. We just pick it up and it is wrong. Make sure at all times that you use a clean cup. If you pick a cup from the dining or in the kitchen, you rinse it up, rinse it out before you use it to drink your water. Before you use it to do what? Drink your water. Number two is do not urinate or defecate in the body of water. Please. Those that just want to ease themselves anywhere, you just go here, you ease yourself, you defecate, alright? You do your business anywhere. It is wrong. Find a designated place, the right place, the toilets, alright? And don't do it in any body of water, whether if it's in a stream or a river or close to a well. Please, 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 please. These are the little things we can do to help the environment. Alright? These are the little things to help sustain good health in the environment. Imagine someone defecating in a long river, a very long river, and those down the river, they drink the water. That person defecating in the river or urinating in the river has contaminated that water, and those people down there, unawares of everything that is happening up in the river bank, will go down and drink their water. Ew, that is so awful. All right, so do not urinate or defecate in body of water. Number three, avoid disposing waste such as refuge and sewage in water. People should learn to dispose waste at the right place, not in any body of water. Let us learn that. If it's your neighbor, your friend, tell them, please, we need to conserve this our environment. We need to make it good for us, because it's actually us that would use the products. It is us that would drink the water. Ah, so when you see someone not disposing waste properly, you politely tell them, please, this is not safe. This is not a safe way of disposing waste. Dispose it properly. Please, thank you. All right, be polite. Okay? Respectfully tell them, this is not the way to dispose waste. Please dispose it carefully, because it's going to be harmful to my health. Yes. All right. So let's go to the next way of preventing water contamination. Cover the water to prevent contaminants such as dust and sand from entering it. Many of us do this a lot. You take your water out, you just leave it there, and then when you're done playing, you come and sip your water. It is wrong. Cover the surface of your water. Dust, particles, little particles that come with the wind might contaminate our water, and then you get home, you say, mommy, I'm feeling sick. You don't know you contaminated, you allowed your water to get contaminated, thereby affecting your health. So cover the water to prevent contaminants such as dust, sand from entering it. All right, if you have a big bath of water and you have the intentions of cooking with it, make sure it is covered until it is needed. All right, make sure it is properly covered to prevent dust or sand from entering it. All right, Do not dispose domestic waste in the body of water. All right? Do not dispose even industrial waste from industries. I think the government will have to do a sensitization, something to talk to people that do all this industrial work. Stop making our environment dangerous for us. Waste, oil spillage, sewage, chemicals, everything, they are harmful to us because they would contaminate the water that we will use. So you tell them, do not dispose domestic waste or industrial waste from the industries in the body of water. All right. So, and lastly, you wash your fruits and vegetables well with clean water before eating. Very important. You have to take care of whatever it is that is going into our body. To keep safe, to remain healthy, you have to make sure that whatever you're taking into your body is clean and free from any kind of germ. All right. So we got to know what water contaminants are, what water contaminants are. Then we found out the ways of preventing water contamination. Okay, it is one thing to hear and it's another thing to do. So please, when you see somebody doing the wrong thing, you politely tell them, please do this right, because it will affect our health. This water, when we take contaminated water, it causes a lot of things to the body. All right. So we should keep safe, keep healthy, and we are going to stay healthy and strong. All right. So in our next class, we'll talk about water purification. Some water that have been contaminated, or even water that you want to drink, you have to purify them. Water that has been contaminated can be purified so that they will be free from germs. All right. Bad water can be made safe for drinking by the process called purification. The process of making bad water to be safe for drinking and other purposes is purification. All right. Purification of water has a lot of processes involved. Number one is sedimentation and descentation. Decantation and sedimentation. We have filtration, we have coagulation, we have clarification and fluoridination or heating. All of these are the processes of purifying the water again so that they'll be healthy or safe for us to take in. All right. So please do your research. I want to come to the class tomorrow and you, all of you, Biakamzigi, Kamsi, Chinedu, Miracle. I will sit down. I'll sit down like a princess while all of you teach me about water purification. So do your research. Do your research. Find out what sedimentation means, filtration, coagulation, clarification, and you come to class to teach me. I want to learn. I really want to learn. All right. We've come to the end of today's class. In case you have any question based on what we talked about today, which is water, water contaminants, and ways of preventing water contamination, please ask your questions and I will answer them, or you write them down so that we'll talk about it tomorrow in class. All right. So write your notes, make your notes with your beautiful Nelson handwriting, and I will go through them tomorrow. All right. Have a good time, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day and make sure you have a lovely, lovely, lovely time at home. Bye, guys.